What's up, guys? As y'all know from the last video, well, two videos ago, the Ranger is not down, but needs some attention. So the Ranger is, we went to Kentucky with the Ranger, and it was leaking the transmission a little bit. I pulled the transmission out of, I don't even know, it's probably been a year now. I don't know, it's been a while. I pulled the transmission out, put a new shaft in it, welded the shaft up, and got it all fixed, got everything right. Well, we welded the gear to the shaft. We didn't weld it. Don't get this wrong. I didn't weld the shaft back together. I put a brand new shaft in it, but we did some mods and welded the gear to the shaft to try to help it. But anyway, I put the transmission back in. It's leaked ever since. I don't know. I tried to do everything above and beyond, but I guess the glue I used wasn't good enough or something. I don't know. So it's leaking bad. It could be an axle seal. I can't really tell. There's oil everywhere, so it's really hard to tell where it's coming from. I gotta get it halfway tore apart and then clean it up and see where it's coming from. Because if it's an axle seal, it'll be a lot easier. I won't have to pull the trans, but I really think it's leaking from the case. Hopefully the case ain't cracked or warped. I don't think it is. It does not have turf mode or anything like that, so it's never had an issue like that. But I gotta get this thing tore apart. We also got some portals going bad. Not really going bad, but I got an axle seal in the front that's getting pushed out. I got this brand new portal I got is leaking between the cases, so I got to figure that out. And then I've gotten with my boy, my JB Customs down in Saraland. I've got with him, and he is custom building me a third link kit for the back. I know that's gonna be crazy. I know this. I get a lot of comments about this thing, and I get a lot of people that don't build stuff, that they just buy and put on their stuff. And I get a lot of people, man, why don't you just buy a new rig? I got a lot of money tied up in this one, and being 100% honest with you, I love this thing. Like, I'm not saying that it does better than everything else, but it does dominate to be a Ranger, a dump bed. It dominates on creek bottoms and the rough trails and stuff. It doesn't do the greatest on like the real steep hills. I'm starting to figure that out. We've been working on some stuff. That's another thing that JB Customs is getting me. We're doing some custom portal brackets in the back. We're gonna angle them 15 or 20% to get about another inch and a half, maybe 2 inches of wheelbase out of it. We've already done that to the front, and I like it. So we're gonna do the same to the rear. But he's building me a third link kit, which when I say a third link kit, it'll have like this big thing here. It'll have like a big piece here, and it'll third link over to the arms over here to connect, to keep from ripping them arms forward. Because anybody that knows, these Ranger frames are garbage. I don't know, I say they're garbage. They're stronger than some, but weaker than others. But because I have long arm kit, plus I got a portal out there, plus I have a heavy foot, and I'm not scared to get down on it. It's just peeling the arms out. It's peeling the frame tabs apart. We've already completely replaced the entire frame in the front, and it's beating the bushings out of the arms on a regular. So it needs bushing. It needs a bushing kit now. That's something else I'm going to do when it's down. But this third link kit, I think, is going to help keep the bushings in it, keep from tearing the frame apart, and all that. But as y'all know, I got all this radio crap on it. I got to tear the bed off. I got to get the transmission out. We got to get all the arms off the back. And I mean, there's so much to do. And we do have RBD coming up in like a month and a half, I think, something like that. So for anybody that doesn't know what all we have done to the Ranger, I'll just name a couple of bigger things that we've done, like the custom fab work. We've done, we did the ball joint delete. You know, it's got the custom tilted portal brackets. It has to have a 6-inch Super ATV lift kit with no brackets, so it makes it a Super ATV. It makes it a 6-inch long arm kit, which I've also got with 814 814 makes a long arm or long travel shock. So it's technically a long arm kit with long travel shocks. And like I said, the shocks are from 814. And I think I'm gonna get back with them. I've been thinking here lately, I'm gonna soften the front up a little bit. I think I'm gonna try to get with them and get a softer spring for the front too, because the front is still a little stiff. And the only thing I can do is lower it. I don't want to lower it. I like the way it rides right now, but it doesn't have a lot of travel in the. I mean, I can really get down and like put some weight on the front, and it'll cream the front end down. But like climbing hills and stuff, it just stays stretched out and kind of bouncing the front end around. So I want to get some lighter weight springs in the front. But you know, it's got a custom cage on it. It's got a built trans in it. It's got a built clutch in it. It's got a tune in it. So it's got more horsepower and a bunch of other stuff done. It's got the Super TV portals. It's got HMF exhaust. It's got, like I said, the full frame replacement in the front. My boy over at JB Customs, he be doing it right. It's got a Razor shock therapy rack and pinion. So the reason I did that is your normal Ranger has, from lock to lock, is 3 full turns. A Razor is 1.5. So when we're climbing hills, you know, trying to get that wheel to turn where you want it, you want to turn it as little as possible. And my boy at JB Customs hooked it up again. We did the frame replacement in the front. We made that Razor rack and pinion fit. And so now I'm 1 turn lock to lock. Went ahead, we put full race seats and harnesses. It's got a custom Cletus McFarlane steering wheel. I got a lot of havoc off my back bumper. My back bumper is an air tank, as y'all can see here. It's got an air chuck, so I can put 150. I know for a fact it'll hold 150 pounds. I get a lot of havoc out of that because people, oh, it's a bomb, it's this, that, whatever. Look, I can tell you, I've beat on that back bumper. It's been landed on. It's had the end. It bent the bed because when I rolled the Ranger the last time, it landed on the bumper. That's why there's no paint on the bumper here. It rolled. We watched the video and it rolled across the bumper, and it ain't hurt it. Nobody knows, but this is a thick wall material. It is it's gonna take something hella serious to really hurt it. But I mean, it's got some other mods done to it too. But you know, that's all the kind of the big stuff. But we're gonna get this thing wrapped up and get it fixed up and get it ready. Like I said, we got RBD coming up. All right, here we are, guys. It's another day. This video is probably gonna stretch over multiple days. So this is gonna be a kind of a long, drawn out process, but I just got the bed unbolted. I got all the tires off, got it sitting on the lift, and I know it's kind of creative, but ever since I bought this cherry picker, this is my new sidekick, because it helps me pick up all the heavy stuff. So got the ratchet strapped up here. I've already got the bolts out of the bed, got all the wiring loose out of the speakers, and bed's ready to come off. So let's rip the bed off this thing.
Why, do you have it on time lapse? Yeah, no, it's fine.
Well, transmission's out. We had to bring it outside so we can get it washed up. As y'all can see, all that shit. Transmission's out. It's nasty. Got grease everywhere, oil everywhere, and it's actually got right here. I know y'all can't see it, but we'll see. Look here, over there. So, frame broke, both sides in the same spot. So, I went ahead and cut the sway bar mounts off of it while I got it apart. I mean, it really wasn't no reason to. I just kind of wanted to. So, cut the sway bar mounts off of them, get them out of the way. We're gonna get this thing washed up, get all the grease and gunk out of it, and probably plate the back of this and weld it back up just to give it a little strength. I don't really feel like getting too wild with it and doing no full frame replacement or anything like that. So, but as y'all can see, the contraption we had to make to get it outside, which it worked.
Mm-hmm.
We get it outside and get it washed up, and I got the transmission in there on the table. I think we might have found the problem. Whoever built this transmission the last time, they apparently didn't tighten the bolts up all that great.
Not gonna point any fingers, but I think it may have been you, buddy.
Yeah, it might have been the last one with the transmission. Yeah. I guess that because half of them are tight, but the other half aren't. So I might have got sidetracked. I don't really know. But we're here again. So here we go. Well, we're back inside. She's still dripping a little water. Got her all cleaned up. Trying to get the, see if y'all can see the cracks. I'm gonna find my flashlight here. I don't know what I did with it.
I'm pretty sure you saw him on the other video.
I lost it.
You can see him.
Can you see him good? There's no light here.
Uh-huh.
I'll show y'all what I'm trying to do here. There's a crack there, but we're going to plate the inside. So, go up here. So, like, right here. I don't know if y'all see that weld right there. I'm gonna use the point of this. That weld right there. I don't even know what that's there for. It's like they missed the weld. Cause it's not. There is a weld in there, but that's just like an extra random weld. That's kind of funny. But I'm gonna take this plate. I'm gonna grind all this down. Not grind it out, but I'm gonna grind it down where it's nice and pretty and bare metal. And then we'll take the plate and put it in there and weld it all the way around. I mean, the plate's definitely not gonna be that big, but which I did think about putting that plate in there kind of like that, and putting a brace all the way across and kind of trying to tie the frame in a little better. I thought about it. That piece is almost cut perfect anyway. But I thought about doing that just to kind of help brace it up and keep it from breaking again. I don't know. I may do a little something. But transmission's out. Y'all want to come over here? So we don't know if it was me or the glue. We did find all the bolts were loose.
Not all of them.
All but two. There's two that were snug. They weren't even tight. But the glue, as I peeled it off, that's how it came off. And anybody that knows glue, I mean, you can see like it didn't adhere to the metal at all. I mean, big old flaps of metal. It didn't adhere to the metal very well, so I don't know. Granted, yes, I did not tighten the bolts up. I don't know. When I put the transmission together last time, is what I did is I put it together with the glue in it. I put all the bolts in, snugged it, and I was trying to let it get very tacky, and then I was going to tighten them on down, because if you read the glue, that's what it says to do. Well, I guess I forgot to tighten the bolts up or something. I don't know. I may have got sidetracked. I may have got in the dump truck. I don't really know what I did, but here we are with a leaky transmission that I am redoing. But no big deal. We got it apart. And like I say, luckily I did this because I found the frame was broke. So we're gonna get the frame fixed up, get the transmission glued back together, and I'm gonna make sure we tighten the bolts down this time. I am gonna go ahead and order some axle seals because I got one axle seal that's leaking pretty bad. It's leaking pretty bad. So we're gonna call it a night for the night because I'm hungry. Fat boy gotta eat. But I'll come back to this probably tomorrow and get the frame welded up tomorrow. And that's probably about it. I got a bunch of stuff ordered. Hopefully we'll get some parts in the next week or so. I got some custom third link kit coming. So my guy down at JB Customs has got to custom make this third link kit for this thing. I know y'all think, should have put a trailer arm setup on it or something like that. And yeah, I probably could have, and it probably wouldn't have caused as much havoc, but I don't know. I just didn't do it, and I'm not gonna do it now. It's kind of overbuilding this thing. I don't mind repairing it, but I'm kind of over like doing major rebuilds to it.
Full on,
We kind of just, it works. Everything works. We just gotta stiffen it up because the frame can't take it. So we're gonna put this third link kit on it. We're gonna put some different portal brackets on it. We're gonna stretch it a little bit and put it back together. We'll put a bushing kit in it, put the transmission back in it, third link kit, and some different portal brackets in the rear. But other than that, that's about it. It's time to call it a night, go get something to eat. Hungry. We'll see y'all. We'll do that. Snap your fingers into tomorrow. So, all right, guys. Another day. More progress on the Ranger. I don't know if y'all can see it. I'm not sure if you see it, but I got the transmission put back together on the table over here. Kind of let the silicone harden up a little bit before I tighten the bolts once again. So I figured I would work on the frame. Get the frame cleaned up and ready to weld some gussets in. So kids always remember safety first. I do have my squint glasses on, but we're gonna put some heat wave safety glasses on as well. They made fun of for my glasses because everybody says I look like a nerd. Trying to get this extra weld here on the frame, trying to get knocked down a little bit so I can get in there a little better. I don't know why the weld's there. Looks like they just missed it when they welded the tabs on the frame. I don't know how much like Milwaukee stuff, but I'm a huge Milwaukee fan. So I have their M12 angle grinder. They use a pretty decent amount for cleaning parts and other odd ends. That looks alright on that side there. Got the metal cleaned up. Got the whole tab cleaned up there. Mainly just trying to knock the paint off this side. Just so it has not clean surface the weld, dude. We're not doing no extensive repairs to this thing, to the back, just because I'm not really ready to go through the full major frame repair back here. So we're just gonna kind of plate it and some stuff I got running out here. That's all. Everything I own is Milwaukee. Yeah, I think that'll be fine there. We'll clean a little more paint off. We'll get some more. Go in there, let y'all see. Try to put the plate in there. I'm gonna weld it up the sides there, weld it up the sides, and then from the back side. From the back side, I'll weld it in around here. I'll weld it up here, in around here. And I'll put a little bead there and try to clean that up. I'm gonna take the grinder and kind of V that out so it'll weld it up a little better. The light's kind of shining on y'all. Yeah, I'll take. Sit it there like that. Just kind of help it a little bit. Alright, so I'll take the grinder and cut that crack out. Cut the crack open a little bit. I'm not gonna cut all the way through, but I'll cut a V in it a little bit where the weld will get in there and penetrate a little better. So we get in there. Oh yeah, that's pretty much one side done. I may throw 1 or 2 little welds on it. I don't know if y'all know these frames on these Rangers are not very thick, so it doesn't take a lot to penetrate. I just got a little shop welder. You know, I can tack cages together. You know, not weld cages together, but I can tack them together to get them to the weld shop to weld them up. You know, do a little odd and end things. You know, weld exhaust and. You know, we'll shoot on things like this. This ain't nothing major. I mean, it is frame, but it's thin wall stuff. So, but like I said, I got, as you can see here, I run a bead down the crack there. I run a bead down each side there. I run a bead across the top. I run a bead down both back sides of the plate. And if I can get down in the bottom, I'm gonna run one in the bottom. I don't know if I can get down there, but I mean, it's nothing crazy. I'm just trying to strengthen that up a little bit so it don't, because of that tear there, it could potentially get worse. So I'm just trying to fix that. I may fix this little spot here maybe. And I don't really feel like it's very structural, but I mean, while I'm here, why not, you know? So I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. I mean, y'all already watched one side, so why watch another? So when I get all this welded up and everything, I'll get back with y'all. I did kind of notice the frame must have some water in it, because You see that it was bubbling out of this hole and sloshing out. Man, it must have some water down in this tube here. I may take and drill a little pilot hole down here like drain. But yeah, we're getting there. Oh, and the transmission over here. I know y'all noticed it in the time lapse there. I kind of stopped welding in the middle of the weld there. The welder, I was doing a long continuous weld and it tripped the breaker. So, oh wait, look y'all. I know I do a lot of this stuff and I do video, and I'm really just taking y'all on the adventure that I go on. I'm not your A1 #1 mechanic. I've been to no schooling. I've been to nothing. I've done everything by learning and doing everything myself. But I mean, as y'all can tell, I'm not no, you know, I'm not no big dummy. But some things I do, y'all might be like, hey man, you know, I would have done it this way, or man, he's dumb for doing it that way, or whatever. Hey, that's fine. It's just the way I do things. Some things I'll do that y'all are like, dang, that's stupid. But then y'all might catch a little something like, dang, that's pretty smart. I might try that myself. You know, I don't know. That's all we're here for. You know, it's just fun. Just trying to take y'all on the adventure with us. But as y'all can see, I got the glue. That's getting pretty tacky. I might go ahead and tighten these bolts up real quick. Snug these bolts on down. I got them snug. Like I just came down and then all right here, click, click, you know, I stopped. You know, so I still got to put the shifter cover on. That's no problem. But transmission is good and sealed. I went ahead and put 2 brand new axle seals in. Got those put in, brand new. So transmission should be about ready to go back in after I get this glued on and tightened down. And I'm gonna go around, you know, like I said, we'll tighten all these bolts up one more round, and transmission should be ready to go in. So like I said, we're gonna finish on this frame welding, get all this stuff welded up, and when I get done with all that, and I get the transmission ready to stick in the hole, or maybe after, I don't know which one. But probably before I stick the transmission hole, I'll get back with y'all. Here we go. Alright, y'all. Got her all did up. Got that plate put in there, welded both sides. Welded the inside, I throw a little spray paint on the inside. I may throw a little coat of paint on the back of this thing before I put it all the way back together, but got it all done. I went ahead and got the shifter linkage bolted on. So you got your neutral safety switch, shifter, kind of a certain order that stuff's got to go together, but that glue there is not ready to dry yet. But this down here is I went right all the way back around, tighten them up again, make sure they're all tight. Like I say, new axle seals, all that. Don't mind my table full of junk here. I've got everything I need sitting on one table. But me and Paige, I got Paige down here with me. She ain't trying to be camera friendly today. But I got we're gonna drop the transmission in and just at least get it bolted up while I got her help right here. So y'all can watch and laugh at us while she helps me. Alright, y'all, as y'all seen, me and Paige got the transmission put back in. The hardest thing is this thing's kind of oddly shaped in the hole, and to get that drive shaft on the shaft and to get this thing in the hole at the same time, it's kind of cattywampus, and it's so tight you gotta literally get it in the perfect angle to get it right. No, I did not tighten the bolts up. I completely forgot that I don't have the clutch alignment tool, so I either order one or borrow the one I borrowed last time. Other than that, I could go ahead and like put the shifter linkage on and get all the intake stuff put on and stuff before that. I can't put the intake on until I put the clutch cover on, but yeah. Here it is. At this point, we're getting there slowly. Another day on the, we kind of call it a shit box. Another day on the Ranger. We got some parts in. Y'all see Paige over here. I'll tell y'all something. If y'all ain't got a woman that's willing to help in the garage on these side by sides and everything else on projects, granted, she don't help me with all my projects, but she thinks some of my projects are stupid, which they probably are.
Yeah, very true.
But she enjoys the Ranger project, so she's over here putting the bushing kits in. We got bushing kits from Super ATV. Got the clutch alignment tool. Keep greasing them before we put them back together. So, got a clutch alignment tool from Super ATV for the clutch. Got the bushing kits for Super ATV for the A-arms and stuff. We're gonna re-bushing everything before we put it back together. I am working on the transmission. I've already got it tightened up. I put the clutch tool on it the other day. As soon as I got it in, I come down here and ripped it on real quick. So the bolts are tight between the motor and trans. I'm about to start putting the clutch back together, the intake and all that, while Paige is doing bushing kits. So I guess y'all can watch another time lapse or whatever. All right, y'all. I know it's we kind of skipped a little section of putting it back together there. I kind of got in work mode and kind of forgot to flip the camera back on, but I got busy and got it running and gunning, and it's actually been like a week since we did the last time lapse of putting the trans in. So got the trans put in, got all the clutch set up, got the bed put on, got the radio hooked back up. I even reset the suspension. So I'm gonna run y'all through that. As you can tell, the only thing I haven't done is put the clutch cover back on. I'm gonna buy a new belt before we go to RBD. So I haven't put the clutch cover back on. But everything else, trans-wise, is done. I've already drove it through the yard, and everything is good. So, for anybody and everybody that knows this thing, it's sitting on 814 shocks, long travel shocks, because I have the long arm kit. So, the long travel shocks come with a 300-pound spring on every shock. All right, and this thing, it's always had a tall stance. It's always if like y'all watching Kentucky when we're doing the creek video, it gets up kind of on it kind of sits the weight on the back tires, and it stretches the front end out, and it doesn't like to flex real good. So I am literally trying some stuff. I got in contact with 814. They don't really like what I'm doing, but I'm gonna try some stuff. I'm gonna try, because the race shop that we do all our racing through or with, the springs on the race cars are the same size as the springs on my Ranger. So I'm stepping it down. I put some 200-pound springs in the front end. I've lowered the whole thing about 2 to 3 inches down. So we're sitting way down. I think 200-pound springs in the front are going to be too light. I think I'm going to have to go to like a 250. Like I said, it had a 300 in it. All right. So here's the 300s. So here's the 300 right here. And I put a 200 in it. So they're 14 inches. They're 14 inches sitting like they are. So that right there is 14 inches. Compressed right now, we're sitting at about 10. So it's compressed down 4 inches, which I think is too much. I've only got about, I don't know, maybe probably 2.5, 3 inches of shock travel up. But my problem is right now, my main problem is this bar is hitting the frame rail when it flexes up. So it'll pick the tire up. It'll put the tire about right here, and it's about as far as it'll go. Maybe quite not that, but maybe not quite that far. But as y'all can tell in the suspension, like it's got a pretty straight axle shaft. I mean, they got a little bit of downward angle on them, but man, everything is sitting nice and straight. It looks really good. But I think just for that shock, not to be really beating on the bump stop a lot, I think I'm gonna go up to the 250, and it might raise it back up just a little bit. It's not gonna go back up as much as the 300. I'm definitely not gonna run the 300s in the front no more. I really like how it is. I like that it lowered it. I like that we're getting the weight down a little bit. I'm trying to get this thing to where it'll do a little better on the heels and stuff, and climb better and flex better. Like, as you can see, this one's yellow. They're both the same. It's a 200-pound spring on both sides. They're just different colors. But like I said, 814 is not really down for what I'm doing. They don't want me to mess with it, but yeah, they're my shocks, so I'll do what I want to. But for everybody that don't know, like if anybody's watching the channel that has long travel shocks, is what I've done is I've upped it to a 23-inch strap instead of the 22 from the factory. I've lowered the suspension lower than the recommended ride height, and I've changed the front springs. That's all I've done. I am running 15 clicks of rebound and 10 clicks of compression in the front, and I'm doing 10 clicks on both in the back. It seems to be pretty good. 15 clicks of rebound is I feel like is a good bit, but it does pretty well. I'm gonna play with it at RBD some more, and probably I think I'm gonna start with the 200-pound spring. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I may change that 200-pound spring before we go to RBD. I may wait till we get to RBD to change it. It's super easy to change. I can change it in about 20 minutes. I can pull the shocks out of it, change the springs, and slap some different springs in it, slap the shocks back in, and be good to go. So I don't know. I may change it before we go. I may not. I don't really know. So, but this thing is wrapped up. It's got everything's good. Everything's ready to roll. And if any of y'all have questions or anything, it is this thing has had the guts beat out of it. You can tell the brake lights are busted. It's got the bed's busted up. It's tweaked. The bed is actually bent. Tail light's busted there. I mean, this thing is beat. It has had the crap beat out of it, but it's been a really good unit. The motor runs good. I don't know how much life the motor's got left. It's probably got, I think it's got like 600 hours on it, I think. I don't really remember. It's got like 600 hours on it, I think. But I try my best to maintain it really good. But where I'm going with this is, if y'all have any questions, if any of you Ranger guys have any questions on kind of what I've done to it, or what my opinion is on something about what I've done to it or something, man, comment on it, ask me, hit me up. We've done seats, harnesses, cage. I mean, I've done a lot of stuff to this thing. I'm not gonna say I've done more than other people, but I do consider this thing to be one of the more built Rangers out there for what we're doing. A more built Ranger on a small tire. I know there's some really big buggies out there that have a lot of stuff done to them, but I think this is one of the more built buggies on a small tire. And I know that sounds kind of crazy, but we like to do the trail riding and hill climbing and rock climbing, and and the creek beds and stuff like that. So we don't really like the big tire, but I do like I do like a built buggy. So it's kind of fun to have something different than everybody else has got. But that's pretty much a wrap for the Ranger repair. She's RBD ready. We're getting the motorhome ready now. It's pretty much ready to go. I got one little repair we're waiting to get done, which, it's got a little air system problem, but that'll be all right. That'll be fixed this week. Everything else is ready to go. So next video, guys, next video we're gonna have on here is going to be RBD. We are headed to RBD for Thanksgiving weekend. Man, y'all come out. Y'all come ride with us. Y'all hit us up. Let's go to RBD. Let's have some fun. The next project on the list, as y'all probably already seen, the boat's in the shop, getting ready to pull the motor out. I have not touched it. I literally just pulled it in the shop a couple hours ago. So that's gonna be coming out on the channel. Y'all gonna learn a little bit about a Stingray. And not only are y'all gonna learn a little bit about a Stingray, I'm gonna learn a little bit about how to do some boat repairs. This is gonna be not a short one. This is gonna be like we're gonna do a video like pulling the motor. I got some fiberglass repair to do. I'm gonna rip the motor down, tear the motor down, build the motor. I want to do a full railer kit in it. That's the full plans. This is gonna be a full winter repair project. It's gonna be a stretched out, long project. I got a couple things I want to do to it. I want to upgrade the radio. I want to go upgrade the motor. So we got a couple things we're gonna do to it. So it's not gonna be a quick repair like the Ranger. Like I try to jump on the Ranger, get it knocked out and get it back out. I know it usually takes 2 or 3 weeks to get it done, but the boat's gonna be months. I'm just not in a rush on it. I got all winter to do it, and I want to do it right. So and the boat's gonna be costly. So I gotta take it easy and do a little at a time. But the Ranger's ready, motorhome's ready. So we are gearing up for RBD in about a week and a half. We're leaving out Thursday, headed to RBD. So if y'all are there, hit us up, come find us. We will be there. We are showing up Thursday. We'll be in the campground. We'll have Big Deborah, we'll have the Ranger, we'll have the enclosed. Paige will be with me, and we got some friends coming. So y'all get with us, y'all come ride with us, hit us up, anything. And remember, y'all hit that subscribe button for us. We're trying to grow a channel. We're trying to take y'all on some adventures with us and show y'all what we like to do. What y'all can do, and show y'all some places that we go that y'all might want to go. So y'all hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit some comments. Tell us what y'all like, tell us what you don't like, or tell us we're dumb for what we do. But y'all hit us up, hit that subscribe button for us, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Later, guys.